I think probably the biggest thing that's important for me to relay to quarterbacks at any level when we talk about Warrior QB training and what I'm trying to do is that's not only teaching from the feet up and working on the lower body mechanics, the upper body mechanics of throwing the football, but it's also everything that, I don't know, I guess maybe the word's the intangibles that factor into what makes a great quarterback at any level of football, whether it's a middle school kid, a high school kid, a college guy, or a guy trying to transition from the college game to professional football. The intangibles have so many parallels towards the warrior mindset, the traditional warrior mindset, whether you're talking medieval times, Native American warriors, anything of that nature. When we talk warriors, it's how you carry yourself in a room. It's how you lead your teammates. It's how you lead your coaches. It's how you lead your student body, your fan base, your support team. It's how you lead. And leadership is not always verbal. It's not always being the rah-rah guy. It's not always being the clap, you got this. It's everything else that encompasses being a warrior, leading through extra hard work, leading through being the first at practice, the last one to lead. It's being the guy who signs up for the community service duties. It's being the guy who pinpoints that teammate that's struggling and spending extra time with him despite your other responsibilities. Being Warrior QB is about toughness. And I think that's something that's really gotten lost in this day and age of hurry up to the huddle and slap and snap offenses or looking to the sideline to get direction. I think a lot of that is lacking in the quarterback position now because of all the other responsibilities and the up-tempo requirements offensively that are put on the quarterback's shoulders. Some of the leadership intangibles I see fading away, and I don't want that to happen. I think if you ask any of the greats, whether you're talking the Tom Brady's, the Peyton Mannings, the Drew Brees, even the younger guys, the Cam Newtons, the Russell Wilsons, it's their toughness in the huddle when the game is on the line. It's the toughness in the huddle when they've taken 2 kill shots because we had a missed blocking assignment and they get up and they're ready to move on to the next play. It's the Phillip Rivers of the world who will get in a linebacker's face and talk trash. It's a Phillip Rivers who will fight anybody on the field at any time. The message that's being sent is that I'm a warrior and I came to play today and I'm going to lead my teammates into victory. Well, that's what warriors do. But it's easier said than done, so there's a lot that goes into it behind the scenes. Whether it's our boxing footwork, whether it's being able to trust our mechanics with our eyes closed. There's a million things, literally, that you can do to become a better quarterback, not just watching film and being better at X's and O's and coverage recognition. It's so much more about your leadership and the trust that you gain from teammates and your opponents, how they view you, and being able to stare down linebackers and being able to stare down the defensive coordinator when you get run out of bounds and they're barking at you on the sideline. All those things are part of being the Warrior QB, and that's what we teach. That's what I teach. That's what I'm trying to get across to my quarterbacks at all levels of play. Being a warrior on the field and off, how to be a warrior. Not just mechanics, not just throwing pretty spirals and throwing with velocity, but also how you present yourself in good times and in bad. And when you walk on the field, that every opponent, every assistant coach on the other team, the other team's head coach, all of their fan base, they know who the baddest SOB is when he steps on the field. Those are my guys. Those are Warrior QBs. Now mechanically, our guys are going to throw the ball and deliver the ball with lower body mechanics the way I teach it, and that ends up being with a lot of velocity, a lot of touch when there's touch required, a lot of accuracy, but most importantly, consistency in all things in terms of our mechanics. So you have the mechanical piece, you have the toughness and leadership piece, combine those together, and what you have is a Warrior QB.